Okay. Yeah, it's always a kind of heart-stopping moment when, like, just the second before you hit the go live button that the window manager dies. But no, everything seems alright. Everything seems fine. Hey everybody. This is a rare afternoon stream, and you can see all this wonderful natural light coming through the window here. This is a stream basically where we just work on ScummVM, namely the director engine, which was a very popular multimedia platform from about 1991 to 1998 and is, I don't know, really difficult to kind of get working unless you have some kind of emulator, which in turn has meant that it's sort of fallen into obscurity because you can't do things like you can't sell games which you run on Director because you require Windows 3.1, etc., etc. So that's kind of what ScummVM is for. We're trying to kind of get it working in there. And so the purpose of today's stream, I'm kind of sick of GDB. Like, don't get me wrong, GDB, it's horrible, really. It's like, it's really badly designed. Like, I'll give you an example. So, like, I'll start up GDB. GDB, of course, being the venerable new C debugger that you got to use for pretty much, I don't know, most open source languages rely on GDB to be the debugger. So, give an example. So we'll go into, I don't know, to put things in perspective, the main reason why kind of GDB is not great for working with ScummVM is just down to the fact that Director itself has its own language in it. It's called Lingo. It's quite nice. It's like, for a language that's made in 1991, it's actually pretty, it's got a lot of good points. Like, it's got, duck typing, it's got lots of, I guess, very Pythonic features, which is just, make it really nice to work with. And so all the scripting in Director movies is written in Lingo, which has its own obvious virtual machine for running it. But that, of course, means that if you want to kind of debug something in Lingo at the moment, you got to kind of rely on GDB to help you out. So we'll show you how that goes. So I'll just turn on debug flags Lingo exec. Level 8, let's be generous. Director. So we'll just start up a normal Director movie. Takes a little while because I've got all of the memory hooks in. And we'll start it up.
After an afternoon spent with...
So you can see here, this is all of the Lingo code that is executing in the background. If you go to like another screen, which has got more stuff going on, like the map, there's just so much going on. And so from a GDB perspective, you can hit Control-C and where am I? Oh, I'm nowhere near where I need to be. Oh, well, the Lingo stuff is down there. But say that I wanted to kind of, I don't know, hone in on, because typically what you want to do, right, is if a script is broken, you'd want to go in and like say, okay, I want to pick this method, I want to put a breakpoint on that, I want to kind of stop just as we reach here so that I can do some probing or like step through and things like that. It's very difficult to do that in GDB, especially because like all the methods in Lingo use strings, and GDB, relying on C strings, means you can't really put conditional breakpoints on strings. I mean, you can, they're just really, really hacky, and they're not good. It's just really not fun. And I mean, just from like, and going back to just kind of GDB not being great, so here are all the commands that GDB supports. I mean, they've done they've tried a bit to kind of group it by type, and I've intentionally done the troll thing and just picked every single told it to print help all, but like most people will just kind of go into GDB, look at this big list, and they'll think, I've made a mistake. I've made a terrible yeah, I've made a terrible series of mistakes that's led me to this point. I'm going to give up computers forever. This is just too much. Really, there's like out of this massive list, there's about 6 commands that you actually need to use the debugger properly. So I reckon that, I don't know, this isn't even a particularly kind of, I guess Chop Suey is a little bit sophisticated with the terms of lingo. Like a lot of more complicated movies have a main loop, and Chop Suey is one of them. So basically in the background all the time, there is just like a bunch of code that is looping around. In this case, mostly just to check if the hand cursor needs to be changed to something else. But we can, and yeah, so not all movies are obviously this, complex. You could just have like a normal PowerPoint style director movie, but that isn't really kind of exciting and interactive. So pretty much all the games kind of override this with some kind of main loop stuff going on. So it's going to become more and more important over time that we sort this out and figure out a better way to figure out what exactly is going wrong in Director. So that is what we're going to do today. I've decided. Assuming I can find the right window. No, not that one. Yes, this one. Okay. Anywho, so, and yeah, the way I was thinking of kind of doing it is that ScummVM has like a quite nice dev console in there already, so I'll just start the movie back up. You can just push Control-Alt-D and you get the little kind of toaster console pop up from the top, which you can then obviously override with your own custom functions. So like another one which was pointed out on the Discord, which is quite nice already. I'll just open up another ScummVM session. Just wait for that to come here. So, like the Sierra engines, like SCI and AGI apparently have good ones. So, I'll just open up Conquest of Camelot here. And we open up our toaster console. And you can see here they've customized this to the nines. So it's got like all of these different features which are useful for, I guess, like showing things in the resources files, for triggering events like saving games, stuff to do with like the text parser, because these are text parser games, and of course like just debugging stuff like backtracing the current scripts, stepping over a thing. So like if I do PT now, so yeah, it'll say that yeah, so we've got like our call stack here, which is, I guess, okay, yeah. So at the beginning we've got this method Arthur play, and then inside there's a wait instruction. So this would be like the kind of thing that we'd want in ScummVM long term, because then it means that we don't have to kind of, as mentioned before, so we don't have to faff around. We can literally just do most of our script troubleshooting in ScummVM itself, and we don't have to, we don't have to rely on GDB to help us out. So I'll just quit that. So to start off, what I've got here is a little bit of a want list of like things that I want for the debugger. Actually, I should turn the overlay on because that's off. So yeah, at like a basic level, it would be nice to have, I guess, just some information that would like some of the stuff that I quite frequently try and look through from the text scrollback would be stuff like what movie that we're in. Most of the time, like director projects have got like 50 or so different movies that they switch between. Also kind of what frame we are on the score, also good for debugging. What channels there are in that frame, very important for kind of determining what sprites are on screen or what palette we're using, etc. yeah, same going with like the cast of that current particular movie. So all of the different resources that we have available. Yes. What else we've got? Oh yeah, and down here we've just got more of our kind of basic debuggery type tools. So we have our classical backtrace, which gives you like the big list of functions that have been called up until this point. Disassembly, important to tell us like what is it? What do you call it? The instructions that are in a function, something that you can currently do, but it's just all the way at the top of the scroll back, a real pain in the ass to look for. The stack. An irritating thing about the verbose scrollback is that it'll print the stack on every single instruction change, which useful to know, but most of the time you don't really need to know what's on the stack all the time. It's just kind of inconvenient to have it always on. So it would be good to just be able to step through a thing, go, oh, it's going to do something with this on the stack. I should check what's on the stack, etc. Print like what current frame we're in. Print all the variables. Again, another kind of crucial thing, especially if you're debugging a script that's very, very broken. Stepping forward, and then stepping forward, next, and finished. These are all just your standard stepping through a things from, as realized in other popular debuggers such as GDB, which we're getting rid of. I haven't mentioned any breakpointy stuff yet. That's going to be obviously, we need to put in like a big section for breakpoints here. For now, I'm going to just see how we go with the stepping tools, and then maybe from that, the design of the breakpoints will... Oh, actually, you know what? Let's just add one breakpoint method as a treat. Let's just go... Actually, we should add a few. We should go... So obviously we need to add one to delete a breakpoint. Let's go creates a breakpoint on a Lingo script. Chances are we're going to have to change these later, and there are some other kind of useful things that would be good to breakpoint on, such as built-in methods and such, but that can wait, I feel. So just as kind of like as a test before this, I'd already added like one method to our new debugger. So should be able to see it here. So if I go help, yeah, we'll see version. REPL was something that, sorry about that. I just got distracted by something in the other room. REPL was a feature that Roland van Laar from the Discord had already added. I think it needs a bit of work because at the moment, if you send it a malformed Lingo statement, it will crash the machine or crash the crash ScummVM. Obviously, something that we need to kind of harden up, but it's a good start. So I'll just show off the version instruction that I added. So version, and you can see here it just adds in all of the stuff about the current game that that is being run, and all of this has just kind of been harvested either from the auto detection list or from just the engine itself. So, okay, where to go from here? Which of these would be the ideal to start off with? You know what? I'm gonna let's go for stack. Stack is pretty a good one to start off with. Oh, actually, I'll just quickly commit what I've got. Yep. I've left a single space behind movie info. Okay. All right, let us start off with stack. I'm hoping this won't be too hard because we were, as mentioned before, we already do have this in verbose, verbose mode. It's just a case of exposing it here. So we'll go. Yeah, it's under that. Okay. So we'll just add a stub. Probably just copy all of this, hollow it out. Okay. Yeah, okay. There should be like a text, there should be some, because I mean, where's me? Okay. Did I turn this on? Yeah, so you see here we've got like stack after and stack before. So I just got to find out where this is, and then we should be able to steal it. Oh, print stack, okay. So we've got debug printf. I know that prints it in the terminal or the toaster window, which is what we want. How are we going to do that here? Because this is... Oh, right. Okay. Maybe we should do format stack. Yeah, if we make a format stack method and then split that out, we should be able to get that. So I'll go format stack. Do we even need any arguments for that? What's that first one for? Oh, right, that's the... Is that the... No. What do we need this additional S for? Oh, right, no. Sorry, okay. I see how it is. Okay, so this S is just the little kind of precursory thing, which we don't need, so we can have a pure method, and we'll call it common string format stack. Then means we should be able to grab that stack. I think that'll work. No, it won't, because it's apparently oh, stack. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, and I didn't put it in the right. Didn't attach it to the class. Didn't attach it to the class. Okay, so we have a dodgy stack formatting method here. We can have that. We can now reuse that here in the debugger, I believe. If we make a method. Oh, we got one. Okay. So I believe if we go debug printf director get lingo. A string is not a string literal. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. That's on me. That's on me. Because, of course, this here could be... because this is C. You could do a very nasty string injection attack there. So what the correct way of doing it is to put in a format string, which basically says that, have that as an argument, and then throw in another one of these for good measure. So that should print the contents of our stack. I guess, where did I put my debugger? I'll put it here, okay. Just rebuild that. Debugger, okay. Did I forgot to update the help text, but stack. What did I do wrong? Did I make a mistake? Yeah, that should be there. That should also be there, which means, oh, okay. I was too quick loading up GDB, and it didn't take into account that I'd made it better. How about now? That's better. Stack. Okay, we have one thing on the stack. Cool. So see, it's not that hard. Like, quite a lot of the stuff, the work has already been done. Hence why I'm kind of optimistic we can add the entire debugger today, if we really give it a shot. Yep, okay, so we've got, oh wait, we want to be here. We got stack. We'll do the same for frame, because that's another one which is pretty much already there in the verbose mode. We just want to make it easy to get at. So we'll grab all this, splat it in there. And I believe, yes, we had, yeah, print call stack. Okay. So this is another case where we can just make a new one. Do we need the I think we need PC. Yeah, so for reference, the call stack is, do I still have my wow. Half an hour in and I've already lost object permanence of where my debugger is. Was it here? No, that's Spaceship Warlock. Oh, it's here. Of course it's here. So here's an example of a call stack here. So you can see here that like the order of functions that director has kind of gone through is first gone into this exit frame one, which is then called pat wiggle ticks, which is then called dragonfly. Useful thing to be able to call at any given time. What is kind of throwing me though is that in here it takes PC as an argument, but what do we need PC for, really? Okay, so it checks if it's the last one, and then it oh, okay. It overrides it with whatever's that. Okay, I respect that. I think we can make do. Oh, we'll just copy it. It'll be fine. Alright, so I'm almost tempted to say that we should just move that back here. And we'll just rework this. We'll call. Yep. Yeah, for now we'll just do a straight port of this into a method that spits out a string, and then we'll make it nice. So actually we can probably get rid of that. We can add another N in there to make it look nice. And get rid of all these ones so that it's clean. Oh, to delete too much. Okay. Oh, okay. Am I... Alright, so there's... Hey, Baron Bon Kitty. Okay. What do we got? This stuff here. So this is formatting stuff. Formatty string things. I can't for the life of me remember what, like, the magic method on here is, so I'm going to look for it. Stir. That's a good bet. Format. Oh. Okay. There's my answer. It's called believe it or not, the string thing is called format. So just splat that in here. We should be able to keep all that. Yep. Yes, it should. Yeah, comment string, format call stack. Why does that not matter? Oh, yeah, okay. Because you and PC. Because we need that. That should be a C string. Okay. That should be enough for that to work. That means I can get out of here. Start all this again. Oh, wait. Start anyway.
After an afternoon spent with their father in downtown Court.
No story. Okay. And I'll just no. Well, we'll open the toaster menu. Okay, so. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So I biffed that. I forgot to add in line breaks, so that's why there should be a line break on the end of each line. That's why it's all crammed on the one line. But I believe if I type BT, it'll say unknown because I haven't. Oh, frame. Oh, okay. It does the same command that I did for stack. All right, so we're 0 for 2, but I think we can salvage this. I've just realized that, yeah, this is actually backtrace. It's not frame. Frame is just the top one. So we're 0 for 3. But that's all right. We can sort this out. I'm confident. Oh, that's because I didn't actually change this. That'd be why. Format call stack C stir. I'll call that command backtrace. So just paper over our mistake. It's not frame after all. It's backtrace. And we should also put the abbreviation of BT because life's too short. Stack is also an abbreviation, but we'll just comment this out for now because that's not right. Should be all good. Oh yeah, that's a problem. So where's just realized, yeah, so we need PC, which I thought PC would be something that we yeah, PC is the program counter, so it's basically where we are in the script. I kind of thought that would be something we keep track of in Lingo. Maybe it isn't. If it's not, I'm in trouble. Yeah, what does print call stack get called from? Oh, good. Okay, good. We have one of those. We just override it for reasons. Which should mean I should be able to go back here. PC. Am I allowed to read that? I'm allowed to read that. Okay. That's all good. Did I miss anything? Oh, that's right, the new lines. I gotta fix those new lines. Because this is a string, and strings need new lines. Oops. I forgot. Oh, okay. That was a mistake. I don't know what happens if you forget to return something, but apparently it's valid C. You just get a warning. Okay. Try again. Start.
After an afternoon spent with their father in downtown Cortland.
Okay. Yeah, that looks better. That looks as it should, I think. Oh no. Where did I? Ah, here. Okay. There's an extra new line, but that's fine. Stack. Oh, stack I didn't implement. It was BT. Backtrace. Nothing? Did I just forget to print it? Oh, we might not actually be in we might, I don't know, like that should be that should always at least put in a new line, but it's not even doing that. So once again, so easy to just kind of, when you're refactoring things very quickly, to just forget about little things like that. So get rid of that extra new line. Rebuild. Okay, we should be able to quit this, start this again.
After an afternoon spent with...
Okay. That's looking good. That's looking good. Oh, I say that. It's got an extra new line. We can get rid of that. But I think that's... yeah, that's good. That's a good backtrace. Happy with that. So get rid of that. And okay, stack isn't too bad. Like stack, I think would just be. I'll deal with stack when we get to breakpoints, because we're gonna have to do a proper stack method for that. Oh no, we've done stack. Sorry, frame. Frame is what I'm thinking of. Huh? Oh no, sorry. Sometimes my mind kind of goes on autopilot and I just kind of merge a whole bunch of words together. In this case, it's I've just been talking about stack when in fact I meant frame, and then frame when I meant something else. I'm like, ugh. To elucidate, we just did a good stack. We've done stack. Stack was the first thing we did. Backtrace was the second thing we did. Frame we're not going to worry about until later. Variables would be good. Variables would be very good, because that is just crucial half the time and very easy to get lost in all of the debugging flotsam. Or I guess, yeah, okay. I think if we changed it up to level 9, you get all the variables too, and that's just nuts. Actually, I want to check that because I think I'm on 8. So all the way up to 9, the most debuggingest of the debug methods. And I think that gives you just everything.
After an afternoon...
Yeah, like, look at this. I mean, it's what I want, but it's not what I want. I want to just be able to, like, ideally, I don't need to see this every single time. I mean, it kind of makes sense in perspective. Like, this will capture if you create a brand new variable locally. Like, you wouldn't be able to see that without this, but you do not want it clogging up your debugging. Because, I mean, look, I've already got like a billion rows of scroll back, and it's eaten them all. All my scroll back is gone. Like, I don't want to waste my scroll back on this, which doesn't change. So, yes, I believe we should have a method which does all of this. And again, I'm hoping it'll be one of those cases where we've already done the work to expose the stuff, and we just need to put it in the right spot. Global variables. Hey, yeah, okay. Print all vars. In fact, I think we can. It's just another port. We can just. So we can go go debug n. Change all the stuff. I think if we do all this, then we should be okay, because I think debugging n doesn't use new lines. Well, we'll find out. Result. Oh yeah, that's Format E1. Yeah, it's looking nice. That's all in there. That's wired up. Make some stubs. It's off to stack, okay. And we don't need a second one. So we'll just copy this. Lots and lots of boilerplate involved with creating a debugger, apparently. Format all vars. Oh, where did this come from? Okay. Is it built? Yeah, it's built. Okay. Starting the video driver, starting the video driver. Okay.
After an afternoon spent with their father in
Right, still
downtown
got
Cortland,
insane
Ohio.
debug mode on. Vars. Hey, all right, we got variables. We got. Oh, okay. That's not ideal. It's very interesting. So there's some kind of truncation going on with the console, which I assume is just a ScummVM shortcoming. I don't get why though, because I mean, you can see down here that the so it's cutting off between like here and there, and I don't know why, because it's fixed with font. It should know how big the console is. Why is it just decided, oh, that's out of bounds, you can't see it? Why doesn't it just, like, if it was wrapping it I wouldn't mind, but it's doing that. I guess the question is this something that we fix in the ScummVM console code? Because we could just rejig the format method to just waste more space, but there will eventually be things where we can't do that. There will be things that wrap around, and we kind of need for it not to do that. Oh, is it because... It could be that because, like, as a guess, maybe the size of this window changes depending on... maybe the size of this window changes depending on how big the parent window is, except it is fixed somewhere else in the code. Okay, that's got me thrown off enough that I'm gonna look and see what it is. GUI? Yeah, it'd be GUI. Actually, debug. Oh, I have it open somewhere. Not anymore. Okay, how does it know how big a window to make? Characters per line. Okay, right. Use read line. So I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. So I think what it's doing is it's cutting it off at exactly 80 letters. So we can check here in our... But that doesn't hold water though, because look, see, letter number 80 is here at like P for pup toggle, but here in the console, it's going past 80, so it's not. So this is a red herring. This isn't the actual characters per line. This, on the other hand, very suspicious. Very suspicious. I'm gonna... Let's have a look in here. Arvin Lars says, check if the wrap problem happens in the console debugger. It's probably well, I had a look in the debug text up here. It does not. It does actually just print it out straight, which is exactly what we want. It only happens inside the GUI debugger. So we want to start you up. Go in here. Oh, that didn't, I thought it would have breakpointed me. Do we just not call get cast per line? Apparently we don't call get cast per line. That's just... Alright, so if we don't get that, how does it know? Unless I messed up the breakpoint. Okay, this... Yeah, maybe there's some code. Maybe there's some code for actually doing the GUI stuff, which... Okay, this looks like plumbing. We don't really want plumbing, we want fixing, so we want like fancy GUI front-end stuff. Tab complete, read line complete, register event, help text. Is this something in the class maybe? Okay, so this is... Yeah, it's all plumbing. Where's the stuff that... Oh, GUI console dialog? Oh no, that's... Yeah, I think console dialog is the thing that we don't want. Yep. Oh no, I'm wrong. Okay. So yeah, console dialog isn't actually the terminal. It's it's the window one. Okay. Hey there, Phil Squally One. How's it going? We are doing some, I guess, reaching deep into the guts of ScummVM at this point. We are trying to make this kind of toaster pop-up debugger useful. It is... Alright, so this is it. This is the thing which is like, yeah, because it's making the scroll bar widget. It's doing all this stuff with like width and height. Now, the real question is there somewhere in here that like fixes how many columns that we got? Characters per line 128. Okay, that sounds fixed. So where does 128 get us? Aha! Alright, okay. So 128 characters per line gets us to here. Oh wait, sorry. I need to update my start thing. So tell me everything you know about variables. Alright, so in here in the window, it gets cut off just after book sprite, which is at about the 94th or the 95th character. It thinks that the actual line is exactly 128. Okay. So what we have here is a disparity between the number of columns that it can render and the number of columns that are fixed here in console.h. That seems like something that should change. Like, there's code here to like resize the window if it's too small. So why the problem? Okay. And yeah, it calculates that. Oh, I see. I think W and H are meant to be like the number of the number of letters, but it appears. Oh no. No, that's this. This is in pixels. It's got to be in pixels. This looks like a good place to kind of check what's going on. So console log draw line. Okay. Yeah, all right. So it has page width. And page width looks like it's the cutoff point, 94. So why isn't Arvenla, I don't think I do have GUI scale. I think I'll check, but I don't think I do. I'll see. Oh, okay, we've got GUI scale 100. But that shouldn't do anything magic. I think we're... Okay. But like, look. Page width, 94. This pile of text here gets cut off at character 94. That, to my mind, that sounds like what should be happening. Like, I don't know why it's cropping it. Felsqualu says, as long as you're using a high DPI display in the OpenGL backend, it might be implicitly applied. I am not using a high DPI display. This is just, it's a 1080p normal density monitor. I am... Yeah, I think we should be fine there for DPI stuff. It's probably going to be broken in a different way for higher DPI, which is a nice thing to think about. Oh. Okay. This looks like a mistake. Because we've got the limit here, right? And it's incrementing the buffer Yeah. So what's happening here, right, is that it is trying to print the buffer, or I think it's printing every call. Okay, so this is going from column to column limit, and I think it is rendering the text, but it is truncating it in terms of cars per line, which would basically mean that it is getting incremented by 128 when it should be being incremented by 94. So I reckon we can just do a cheeky change here to limit. And we'll give that another stab. If I can find the right terminal. Where it be? Terminal, hello. Ah, there we go. So that should, yeah. So start it up again. Okay, it's fixed. Ship it. Okay, that's not ideal. Gonna be straight. That's not ideal. Yeah, everything seems a bit cooked now. Sometimes the simplest fix isn't the correct fix, and pains me to say that. So bring that back. Line is okay. Yeah. So let's actually read what's going on rather than just kind of hoping that something lines up. We have limit. Limit is definitely what we want in terms of the column. We've got here scrolling between 0, or column going from 0 to limit, which is the width of our text. That is correct. Don't know why this is commented out, but it is what it is. Is buffer a text buffer? That's a good question. I don't friggin' know. Tell me a story about what buffer is. Oh, okay. Buffer is a function, which should probably be taking in an offset. Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah. So just it's a handy helper which gets us something from the buffer without causing an overflow, in theory. Okay, so this is equivalent to an indexing operation. But more importantly, this is the screen buffer. I see. So okay, so this has already been pre-populated. So this code is fine. This code is helpful. All this code is doing is taking every single byte that is in the buffer, which in this case is a big rectangular character map of what every character that should be in here, but the contents of that are somehow cooked. So we should be looking to what changes this. I should type the right characters. Okay. there's anything right to it. Oh yeah, it does, because it uses... Oh, okay, because it uses pointers? Or references. It uses references, so I think it does that. Insert into... So we've got insert into prompt here, which goes all the way up until prompt end pos. Kill car, kill line. Draw line. Oh, that's one we're looking at. Is it next line? Okay, next line, which updates the scroll buffer. The current line changes or when a new line is added. Yes, please. Okay. Oh, and it's based on that. Right. There's your problem. So this needs to be changed to min page width int k cars per line. Yeah, okay. Oh, right, and because it overflows, it should just keep going, I think. Well, I mean, whatever happens will be interesting. Be good content. That's how this works, right? Okay. I'm just not going to think too hard about what I just did, and I'm going to try again. Yep. Bet your ass I'm going to start anyway. Promising, promising. Fuzz. Oh, didn't do anything. Back to where we were. Alright. Less ideal. Just gonna double check that I did in fact load the brand new one. Oh, I did. I did load the brand new one, and it didn't work. Ain't that just sad? Console, that's what I'm after. So what do? I changed this to... Oh, okay. Oh wait, no, that changed which line I was on. I think we've got to put a breakpoint in here and see what's up. This has got the hallmarks of something being responsible for this, but I don't quite have any proof. So okay, so update the scroll buffer. Okay, current pos is that. Is it actually line 43? Oh, because of the whole scroll bar. Could be. Number of lines in the buffer. Okay. Okay, is this adding it? Now that I think about it, it's not actually... What's it doing? It's updating the scroll buffer. Am I just... Oh, right. Am I jinxing this? Am I just making the scroll bar wrong? Key thing though is it's not actually entering in all the text into the buffer. That's something else. Something else is filling the buffer full of stuff. Kill last word. Let's scroll buffer. What is updating this buffer? I do not get it. Oh, insert car. Oh no, let's get user input. Insert into prompt. It just seems to shift it around a bit. Oh, there's one thing I haven't even thought of. What if we just so continue on. What is in buffer? Okay. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. And if I move the scroll bar down, what's in the buffer now? Okay, so buffer contains everything. Doesn't contain just the stuff we want to render. It just contains a whole lot. Which is... How does it know what text to render then? Oh. And then it comes back to draw line. I see how it is. Okay. So okay. Oh, console dialog. Okay, there's draw dialog, which I think is responsible for everything. Yeah, okay. All right, so it draws, yeah, okay. So it draws the kind of the chrome, so the, you know, the rounded corners and the scroll bar and everything. Then it draws each line. And, okay, and it's just incrementing from 0 to lines per page, which would be something along the lines of 20, I think. 25. Good estimate. All right, so it's calculating X and Y for all the letters here. That part I'm down with. So how does it get start? Oh, I see. So scroll line. Tell me about a story about scroll line. Okay, yeah, that would be the... Yeah, okay. So it's not a... So it's a line offset. Okay. I think I know what's going on. And I hate it. Okay. So the console is kept in memory as a big kind of padded list of, you know, list of lines. The lines are a fixed size. They're fixed at, they are cars per line length. This is a problem because if for whatever reason the window becomes too small, we no longer can render it properly. Ooh, okay, so yeah, I mean, like, okay, this makes I can respect this. This makes the math easy. This makes the math for rendering easy. It also kind of is a problem for cases like this where we don't have exactly K cars per line. So what I'm thinking is that we should really, this page width thing should probably be what is used in the buffer to denote that we need to go to another line. Like that, to my ear, sounds like a good... Oh, yeah, okay. On the surface, it sounds like a good idea, and then you run into the issue of there being... yeah, okay. So I think the issue there is that if you resize the line, then you're also in trouble because... yeah, when you resize the line, you then become in trouble because suddenly the offset is not fixed anymore, which then means, oh, we've gone from like a 90 column window to a 128 column window, splay out all the text. So that's not ideal. Okay. I have some ideas. I have some ideas for how to fix this. It's probably not going to make for a good stream though. So I'm going to put a pin in this. I'm going to place it to one side and worry about that later. Good Lord, it's already an hour and a half. Okay, back to like the actual work that we were meant to be doing. Get out, go back in. Okay, that's a good enough start. So, what are some of the other features? Other features that we could be adding. We could. All right, I want to look at these step controls. They're kind of hard, but they're crucial in order for things to work. Let's briefly go into, I think it's here. It's not per frame hook. Yeah, okay, this thing. So this is our execution loop. So we basically have a pointer to a script. I don't know, this execute loop just happens like all the way up until we hit like the stop instruction in the current script. Not a fan of this, but it gets the job done. Eventually, okay, there's apparently a safety valve to just process events. It's entirely, I mean, ideally, if you're writing Lingo scripts, you'll occasionally like throw in a update screen command so that like all the GUI remains responsive. Apparently some scripts don't do that, so we throw in a event process bit in here just to let that off every 100 goes. This is all of that debug stuff I was talking before about the stack and the channels. This actually executes the instruction. Just gotta marvel that, you know, love C. Love the ability to be able to just turn anything into a dereferenced pointer of a dereferenced pointer into a function pointer into this. It's like, it's as elegant as it is making me want to throw up at this point. But anyway, this executes a single instruction. We then, you know, bounce the counters. We then get, we check to see if the program counter is within the size of the script. That's how we avoid crashing. And then we do it all over again for every single instruction. So now, in order to do step controls, we're probably going to have to do some kind of intervention here when the pointer gets changed. So when this PC gets increased or decreased, yeah, when it gets increased by 1, that's when we're going to the next instruction. Which means from a debugger perspective, we're going to have to firstly start tracking some things on the debugger object, which I think is a global / singleton. Anyway, we need to kind of like put a little flag in there saying we want to kind of yeah, we want to put in a flag that basically says like stop after the next instruction gets incremented. And we also need to put a hook into here to basically start the debugger if that flag gets cleared, or if it gets activated. So we'll start. Actually, let's commit what we've done. We've done like a fair bit. Yeah, we gotta get rid of the white space. Can't have white space. It's not proper code if you have white space. What is this, Python? Can't have any white space. Okay, that's looking better. Oh wait, did I change? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Use a businessy word. Yep, okay. This can go into purgatory. Okay, now we're good. We're good to go. So let's implement step. So I think for this to work, we'll need a need one of these, which I think we can set. Oh wait, no, I need to do that in the constructor because it's C++. Also, I should check where this gets started from, because that's going to come up soon. Stupid back. Start. Okay, we get. All right. Yep. Gets created there. And director.cpp. Do I have director.cpp open? I do not. Ah, yep, okay. So we've got a, yeah, all right. So it's a singleton. It's a favorite singleton G-debugger. Which means we should be able to start. Let's think about what we want. Let's think about like how we would like this to go down. Let's say void check debugger hook So this is going to be the kind of stub that we call inline here in the execution loop, which will check to see whether or not we've got like the right flag, or the right flag has been kind of tripped. And then if it has, it'll reset the flag and it will start the debugger. I think. I don't know. Never made a debugger before, so this is, you find these things out. You try things. Sometimes they work. Sometimes they don't, and you spend an hour looking at a text console trying to figure out why it's busted. Let's not dwell on that. Let's go ever forward. Yep, that's going good. That's going good. So set debugger. Actually, you know what? Let's cheat. Let's look at the Sky engine. I know the Sky engine has their own debugger. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's called console. Oh, attach. Oh, cool. And you can print stuff directly from there, but that's not ideal. Ideally, I'd want to yeah, I want the hook to do that. Okay. Oh, okay. So that must attach it to the current, like, the game. Oh, no. This is the Sky. Oh. They might actually have a separate non-GUI debugger console. This is what I want. This is exactly what I want. Okay. Con. A lot of debug printfs. How do we activate it? Is it con attach? Maybe it is con attach. One way to find out. Just do a bit of cheating. So we'll go debugger. Let's gdebugger. Yeah, gdebugger. Will it let me do that? That's a good place to start. Well, let me build it, but will it let me do it? Or will it, So, okay, what we're looking for here is it should kick open the console window as soon as we start the movie. Haha, okay, good. And if I leave, it'll open it again. And if I leave, it'll open it again. Oh. It's intriguing. I was expecting it to kind of happen every frame, but it doesn't seem to be happening every frame. Yeah, like this should be happening every ding dang instruction, but it's not. Is it preserving some kind of state thing? Don't know what to think about that. Let's throw a breakpoint in here. See what happens if we like go past this by hand. Did I mess that up? I messed that up. It's actually meant to be 443. Yeah, I messed that up. Okay. Okay. That time it did not attach the debugger. Hold on. Okay. Oh, I think I know what's going on. It's because the debugger can only show up when we hit update screen. And we're only calling update screen like when update stage gets called, which means in the middle of the lingo loop we're just hitting yeah, okay. I see how it is. Right. So normally in the code we don't update the screen unless we explicitly call it. However, because this is attached to ScummVM's GUI, it only, the debug window only gets the signal to like show up and do something when we're updating the screen. So we just need to do a cheeky kind of. We need to short circuit that. We need to short circuit that in a big way, and we got to do it now. G system update screen. I think if we jam one of these into the debug window, it'll work. Again, it's kind of cheeky, but it should work. Okay, that's as expected. Yeah, okay, that's what we want. See, it's loading that toaster pop-up after every single instruction. So I think we've got our little kind of activation-y action that we want. So ideally we don't want to put this here in the debugger. Oh, sorry, in the lingo execution loop. In the lingo execution loop, we just want to put in a hook which can check to see if we should be stopping or not. Right, so we'll put check debugger hook. And we'll move these two. Oh wait, I can't because it's in a... Yeah. Really? Can't copy paste. It's fine. Yeah, okay. So we'll go Debugger, check debugger hook in here. Because here's where it kind of gets a bit kind of less abstract. So I've just got like a, yeah, I've just got like a little thing here to do a step. But in practice, how would that work? That would, so we'd have to make a step command, I think. And that would be after vars. I'm suspicious. Like, I get the feeling that if we did, I mean, like the kind of the simple way of doing it would basically just be like turn off the console and then have it turn back on after a frame, but it might just act like we saw then, like really annoying. And yet the Sky engine does it. So the Sky engine must have something cooked up already for this. So let's have a look at how the Sky engine does it. Where's step? Oh, command trace. Okay. Okay. No, they do just exit it. I see. Okay. So, yep, that just sets a flag. It exits the toaster pop-up. I guess if the toaster pop-up thing was annoying, you could always just do it in the main console, so that's fine. Tell me more about running step. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So okay, so we have this thing here, script debug, which I assume is just like the normal execution pipeline, except it checks for stuff in the... Oh, you know, it just checks for debug flags and that? Or something like that. Script debug. Okay. Yeah, this kind of acts like I was expecting. So basically, yeah, there is a flag which is set on in the debugger to indicate that it's debugging. It's important that we have that, otherwise every operation is going to become a lot slower. We then, I guess, do the actual like mechanics of stepping through the code with the debugger, which they've got as like a method in here which updates the debug singleton, which I guess kind of makes sense. Oh, maybe it's on frame. What is the difference between what did I put in there? I put in attach. Just want to quickly check what that is. Oh, I already have console open in another window, I think. Oh, it's here. Okay. What do they use? They used on frame. What's on frame? Oh, that updates the... Okay. The onFrame method should be invoked by the engine at regular intervals whenever the debugger is attached. This will open up the console and accept user input if certain preconditions are met, such as the frame countdown being 0. Okay. Attach. Okay, so there's attach and then there's onFrame. This ensures the next time onFrame is invoked, the debugger will activate and accept user input. Okay. Oh, I see. Right. Okay. So, so this is the thing I'm talking about. Okay. So we don't actually need to add our own method called check debugger hook. We already have it in the form of, it's meant to be an on frame, I think. Do they actually? And the Sky engine does not use on frame. They do their own. They do them. They do their own thing. Okay. So the question becomes, how do we keep track? Because the three different types of progression that we need to do is we need to be able to do a single step. We need to be able to do a single step, but skipping over function calls. That should be okay. I think we can just blacklist certain instructions. And then we've got this one, which basically just speeds on ahead until we reach the end of the execution, which I think should be at the end of this lingo execute here. So I could be wrong, but I think that we don't need that much in this method. We don't need to kind of instrument the scripts that we've already got any more than we have. We will need to do that for breakpoints, but we're not doing breakpoints. We're just doing doing steps. We're doing little steppy steps. All right. So I think what we would need to do is we've got our step command. Oh, I should probably add that here. And also here. So when we hit the step command, we should activate the step flag. Do we still have the step flag? Yes, we do. Okay. So we'll do that, which will deactivate the console. And then here in check debugger hook, we'll just do like a very, very basic implementation, which is if step. This feels too basic to work, but I'm willing to take that risk. No. Oh. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That is definitely not private. That is... That is super public. Okay, that's loading in. Aye. Alright, that's working as usual, but I should now be able to... Let's check the help. I should be able to just step a single instruction. Hey, would you look at that? Would you look at that? All right, that's pretty good. Well, we can do better. We can make int step counter. We can make it go multiple steps before it lets us in. So we'll do that. And a counter for the number of steps we got. So we go. Oh, we should change this. Go if What's the right? I mean, we can do A to I. That seems a bit off. Do we use A to I in here? Anywhere? I'm not looking in the wrong spot. I should be looking in here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. And the first argument counts as an argument, of course. So we'll just rip this off wholesale. Step count. Okay, that makes sense in my head. Oh, step counter. Oh. Did I miss? I missed this. I missed a curly bracket. It sometimes happens. Okay, so we've got that. We just now need a rigger debugger hook to leave early if we're in step mode. Yeah, that should do nicely. Yep, that's looking good. Okay. And what if we do like step 5? Oh wait, that wasn't a good test. Wasn't a good test. Let's have a do-over. Come on. S5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, I'm happy with that. That is good to go. Now, it's a little bit simplistic. We need to kind of, I guess for like the next feature that we're going to have to do, right, is if we want to do, let's do finish. Finish is probably like the next easiest one. That involves returning when we get to the very end of this this execute bit. But in order to do that, we're going to have to give some more information. Let's just add another hook. Let's just call this hook like let's call this step hook. I'll make another one. Finish hook. If finish I'm just gonna double check how GDB yeah, okay. You can't specify a parameter with finish, which makes sense. Don't know why you'd want to have like multiple levels of finish. We'll just say finish equals false. Yeah. And we'll need one of these. We'll need to... Oh, wait, no. Just because it starts with F doesn't mean it's the thing you want. You want finish. So copy this, ditch the parts we don't need. So we don't need, we pretty much just need this. And we should have a working finish command. Except I did make a hook. Need to make a hook. Did I make a hook in here? I did make a hook in here. So that means, did I make one in Lingo? Oh no, I need to make one in Lingo. Okay. That should do it. Okay, stepping is working. Finish is probably going to take until we get out of the script. Yay, and it worked. There we go. And I pop the frame and we're all good. So we'll commit that. That's good. The next thing that we'd probably want to add is some text in here to say exactly where in the script that we stopped, because that's a useful thing to have. But I'll just okay, we've got a step hook, we've got a finish hook. Next. How will we do next? Because the way that we have it now is we just sort of take advantage of the fact that this lingo execute function is always going to be called. But what could happen, right, is that this could... Yeah, okay. What's kind of throwing me, though, is that I would have thought... I can't remember not if we made this flat or if it's still recursive. If it's still recursive, then not good. I guess we can find out by like looking for call. Yeah, okay. This is call. Calls this, which then push this stuff to the stack. Yeah, okay. Okay, just push it. Alright, so it pushes a context. So maybe we need to put in a... Oh, maybe we need to put in a debug flag, or a couple of debug flags. Maybe we need to put in one debug flag for whether or not we're in skip mode. And then another flag for if we... It's tricky. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, right. I get it. I get it. Okay, we add one more debug flag for skip mode. We get the flag switched on and off in this call to call. Then all we have to do is in our step function, we check to see if the we check to see if the step mask has, or the call mask has been... Oh wait, no, that's not going to work though, because it's not going to work for recursion. No, I think it will, because we only have to go one level deep, which means by definition we just have it latch. Yeah, okay. I think I can understand how this works. All right, so we're gonna add two flags. We're gonna add Okay, I think this is going to do it. So when we call next, what we want to do is we want to have exactly the same behavior as step, except we'll also have this flag set. The very first time we go into a function call and this is set, we flip this, which disables that. When we leave that function call, we disable we disable this, which then re-enables that. And because it will only happen on that level and not any of the subsequent ones, we should be fine. Okay, so we'll so we've got that. Oh, we'll just finish up here. So that's yep. So when we enable next, we want to turn step mode on. We want to flip the next flag, and then we want to exit. But then inside the step hook, yep, okay. And oh, yeah, because that's gonna be oh yeah, and we want to oh yeah, because then of course we would want to copy this as well. We want to copy the step counter. Because that's all going to be the same. Yep, that's all expected. All right, so that just remains this guy. Are there any easy ways to escape early? Yes, there is at least two. Which means where's the actual call? Because like all of this is just like boilerplate for like getting the function symbol. Where's the actual thing that calls the thing? Because that's what we should be kind of surrounding. this stuff. Okay, that's for calling a built-in function. What about for calling a script? Oh wait, because oh right. I see. So it like yeah, all right. So it pushes it to the stack. It pushes it to the call stack rather. Then the call stack is allowed to just kind of go on, and then after it's done, which raises the question. Do we even have a place that we can hook this reliably, or are we gonna have to track more state? Because I thought that call would be the place. Where's our where's the thing? Yeah, okay. Okay. It'd just keep going on, wouldn't it? Oh. It would just keep going on. Which means I think I actually cocked up. Yeah, I made a mistake. I think with this execute. This isn't the right spot for the finish hook. I don't think it is, at least anyway. Oh no, it is. This is, yeah. All right, no, that is the right spot for the finish hook. We can track execution depth Arvenla. We do already with the. Oh, I can't see it now. Had it before. It was not stack. Push context. This whenever push context gets called, that basically adds a brand new stack frame, and that gets traced, I think, in this thing here, call stack. Ideally, yeah, okay. Ideally, we'd want to kind of flip the flag on push context, and then turn it back off on the corresponding pop context. Do we have pop context? Is that a thing? We do have pop context. And it is on line 500. Oh wait, okay. missing something. Gotta be missing something. What does push context do? Lingo code.cpp. All right. Okay, so push context takes all of the current state, crams it onto a frame, jams it on the call stack. Then what takes it off afterwards is the question. Yeah, it's pop context. I see. Okay, so we just do it in procret, and then yeah. I see. Okay, and then that also updates things like the current script handler. So this execute method only cares about what's in current script, and that can be mutated. Basically, whenever you push or pop a context, that will update current script to be the right thing. Yeah, okay. So maybe push context is it. Push and pop context. I'm liking this idea. All right. Okay. We're going to go back. We're going to go back into here. We're going to turn this into a counter. Yes, we're going to make this a counter. And we're going to go all the way back in here. We want to make sure that it is 0. Yep. All right. Now we've done that. We want to go back into pop context and push. So pop context should do all of its stuff. Delete FP and then Debugger. So I have Debugger pop context hook. Gonna add a couple more. Couple more friendly methods up here. Okay. So we've got our two hooks. We have next, which will flip on the next flag. And it should be at 0. We have this step hook, which will only execute if next counters at 0, so we don't have to reset that. That's the false. That might work. That might work. There is. I just made one. Good. Oh, is there another way to return? No, there isn't. We have to go through the end. Okay, that's good. Would have been sad if we got kicked out early. Okay. This is it. This is the dead dramatic part. Will it work first time? Will we have to try a billion other things? I'm hopeful that it's going to work. Yep. Start anyway. Just click through to something
After an afternoon.
interesting. Okay, so we're in deep. So if I go next,
Spent with their father in downtown Cortland, Ohio, shopping for red licorice at Cupid's Treats. And after lunch.
Oh, I made a mistake. Okay.
At the Ping Ping Palace, Lily and Junebug.
So it just kind of it went on. It went all the way on. Let's start again. Let's give this another try. Should have only gone on for one. Alright.
After.
Cool. Alright. So we're all the way in. So what I need to do, let's put in a breakpoint for wherever it is in lingo execute. Step hook. We can just do it there. Yep. Next. Oh. What is going on there? I forgot to mask it off. I forgot to mask it off. I'm pretty sure I forgot to mask it off. I didn't forget to mask it off. But it's set to 0. Where's the leak? Something is leaking. Push hook, pop context hook. Yes. Something about this doesn't add up. How did it get set to 4? I am initializing that memory, so why has it been weird? Okay. Why is it 190? Am I shadowing it? Am I shadowing something that already exists? Oh, I'm shadowing something that already exists. I bet you anything. I'm shadowing something that already exists. Let's change all these now, shall we? Inheritance. It's a... I wasn't shadowing something that already existed. I just didn't initialize it, so it was the number 190. Thanks, C. Thank you. That's real helpful. Yes, I'm gonna blame C for my own mistake. All right, this time. This is the one. This is the run. It's gonna work perfectly. We can get... It's gonna get all steppy. It's gonna be fine. Any second now.
After an...
Okay, yep, we're in a thing. Yes, all right, so that's stepping 46, 49, 51, 53. That's going to return. which means we're now... Okay. Yep, so it jumped over the call, which is what it should do. Now we should be out of that function. There's something messed up about that call stack. Like something about that isn't... Oh wait, no, because... Oh. Were? So called onStage, which is a method. It should have skipped over that. Now we're just going through it. Yeah, just 50. Something is busted with my understanding of the timing of this. Yeah, so this should be... Okay. So we start from here. The step flag is on. The next flag is on. We then incremented a whole thing around. And it's not going to work because of... No, it should work. It should just ignore step hook because this operation here, when it's a call, should increment this next counter. And then further calls to step hook should be ignored because we are out of bounds for next counter, but it is not. See ya, Avanla. What we gonna... I really just want to get this one thing done, then I'll be happy. Just one thing. We're so close. This is where it'd be kind of nice to have like a breakpoint feature because then I could just say, okay, go to the next call. But I guess we'll just have to eyeball it. Oh, gotta do it in the window. It's a built-in call, that shouldn't count. No context pushing without my say-so. Okay, that popped a context. And we should be in end mode. Ah, okay. So that's a flaw in my thinking. So we should always be allowed to go down one. It's only if we're going up one, which should be an issue. So I'll just, we'll continue just for fun. Yeah. Okay, that calls general role, which should then push context. Yeah, okay. So it's because we're in negative numbers. That shouldn't be allowed anymore. Negative numbers have been criminalized, which means maybe it'll work. Oops. Get back here. Oh, yes. This is a mistake.
After an afternoon spent with their father and dad.
Okay. Now, so we've got our stack. We're in the middle of that. I'm gonna just keep typing N until we hit a method call. Yep. All right. And that popped out of the context. That's what we expect. All right. All looking good so far. This is just a normal conditional jump. Arcsine at push. Built-in call. Again, we're popping out of a context. That's fine. We should now be in. Yeah, so now we're 2 up. Just This is it. This is the one. This is the thing that should be working. Okay, I'm going to hit N. So I should be able to hit N, and it should just skip over this call to wiggle feet. We'll see like a whole bunch of scroll back and everything there, but... yeah, pop context. Oh. Did I make a mistake? Oh, I'd like hit the key too many times in here, so it just like sailed over the bits. Like feet timer. I think it's working. I think it's working. Yeah, right. So disable 2. Just keep working. Okay. This was also... There should also be like a whole bunch of scroll back that skipped over this. Yep. That's working. That's working. Oh, that's the stuff. That's the stuff. That's the spice. Okay. Can we commit what we've got? Yeah, I think we can. This is looking good. This is looking promising. What did we say in the last one? Cool. I'm pretty happy with that actually. We're hitting the 3-hour mark, the 3-hour streaming mark. Tempted to kind of just maybe wrap it up here because I'm getting a bit peckish. And we did make a lot of progress. How about maybe one more function? We'll just do this disassembly one. Oh, maybe. Actually, you know what? No, I'm probably gonna wrap up the stream now, just to go get a bit of chow. I think because it is late afternoon and I forgot to have lunch. Anyway, thanks everyone for stopping by, having a look, seeing how the sausage is made. This is really good news. Like, I honestly can't tell you how much this is going to speed up just fixing random flotsam in Director, because yeah, GDB, it's a real struggle. Like, half of this stuff is just such a struggle to do, especially breakpoints, which we have yet to implement, but when we do, it's gonna be special. So anyhow, I'll be streaming pretty soon. I'll hopefully try and stream again this week, but possibly on Tuesday. You know what? Yeah, we'll try Tuesday. But anyway, thank you so much again for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Later.